Good morning, parents and carers. I'm trying my hand at a blog, just wanting to communicate to you some information that I presented to our students at Assembly last week. It's to do with learning, and in my previous news blog I did mention that our mantra for this year is learning to love in terms of our gospel values, and also loving to learn. Part of the information that I wanted to present to students was during adolescence their brain is remapping, so they're changing from a child to an adult, and during this time this is the second biggest change or growth in terms of brain development since they were a toddler. It's during this period of time that their brain needs to learn the connections that it's going to need as an adult. So during this time, if they don't use their brain, if they're not making the connections to deeper thinking, to knowledge that they're going to need, skills they're going to need as adults, their brain will find it harder and harder as they get older to make those connections. So I'm really just trying to emphasise to students that it's important that they put in the effort, use their brain, do the higher order thinking, and that input equals output. If they're not putting in the effort, if they're not intending to learn, then their brains will not make those connections for later in life. I specifically related it to the forgetting curve and the spacing effect. If I learn something today, within a day, within an hour, I have forgotten most of what I have learned. If I review it consistently, and we look at a 1 day, 1 week, 1 month review, you can see that if I review after 1 day, after 1 week and after 1 month, I'm retaining about 80% of that knowledge, because the information is moving from my short-term memory to my long-term memory, because my brain has decided that I've used it enough, it must be important, I'm going to remember it. So the importance of reviewing work consistently throughout the term will mean that when it comes to doing an exam, they have a lot more of that knowledge rather than having to relearn the whole lot. So just a quick recap. Students need to use their brain and preferably recap information each day, each week and each month to try to boost the amount of thing that they will remember from what they are learning. All right, thank you. Have a good day.